New York City. So many things can be said about you. A dazzling chunk of land. You're truly one of a kind. But what makes you special is not just your architecture, it's your mixture, where people from all over the world come together, really close together, way too close most of the time. Sadly, because of that same proximity, you became prey to this deadly tide, where once upon a time a subway ride was a memorable high. It's something I'm not too crazy about right now. But summer came and a little bit of sunshine. I wanted to feel your streets again, so I took matters into my own two hands, got myself a badass electric scooter, and forged into our history a brand new path. Then once again we held hands. Once again we danced. From Harlem down to Brooklyn, then up again to Washington Heights. I cruised your streets all around town, getting quite intimate, I should say, with a couple of your bike paths. Which reminds me, by the way, you need to get those fixed. They're really, really bad. The point is, here we are. I got a smile on my face, which you can't see because of my mask, but I'm wearing it because I love you and I want to cause you no harm. The dancers I photographed are also wearing masks. We did it out of respect for each other, you see, but also to leave in history our mark. Because when all is said and done, when all the suffering has passed, we're going to look back at these same photos 10 or 20 years from now and say, remember that time? Remember that time where people clapped out of their windows to celebrate the hands of essential workers and first responders who risked their own lives to fight the deadly virus that was keeping us so far apart. But I have to be honest, this hasn't been an easy journey. Not even a little. Not even close. I've had to face so many fears, so many tears, and experience so raw and so real the scent of anxiety knocking at my door like never before. I came so close to the edge, I almost tasted the fall, seriously questioning, why am I even here? Why bother with anything at all? And yes, I know it's not so popular to talk about one's emotions, feelings, and such, but if there's one thing I've learned through these horrible times is that I should never ignore my own pain, my own sores, and that perhaps the best way to heal them is to air them out in the open, fully exposed, to be honest with myself and with the rest of the world and understand that in the end we're nothing but human, spirit, flesh, and bone. That it's in the middle of calamity that we discover the weaknesses we're truly made of. And only by recognizing said weaknesses is that we have a fighting chance to become better and strong. But wait a minute though. Wasn't this supposed to be a feel-good video about photography and dance and New York? Well, sure, kind of. But it's also about sharing how I managed to cope and hopefully learn and grow from this terrible experience that has taken the whole world by storm. I've learned to stop and listen more, and that I can still be creative and stay true to my voice while respecting my own boundaries and the community I love. To decisively stick to my guts, trust myself above all, not give in to pressures, and take things a little bit slow. To enjoy and savor every moment, every frame of each and every single roll. So sit back and enjoy the ride, because if there's one thing to take from this can of worms is that life can be cut short at any given moment without a warning or a word. Always do your best to protect the ones you love, even if that means staying afar, or wearing a mask or gloves, or enjoy their presence instead through a video call. For patience is a virtue that rewards only at the very end of a long, long road.